Hello viewers, you are still with us at the British Council Uganda, where we are attending the audio story listening party. Now, we've been going through so many interviews, meeting so many special guests who play such a vital role in the arts and cultural sector of Uganda, and we're still meeting these different individuals. And right now, with me, I have a very, very special guest from the British Council Uganda. You may have heard of him, you may have not heard of him, but he goes by the name Janan Eyochu, and he is the Arts Project Manager under the British Council Uganda. Janan, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure hosting various creatives to the British Council for your space. We're really excited by the various activities that have been running throughout the day, and we're really looking forward to a more engaging session tomorrow and Friday. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Janan. Now, we are really, really privileged to have you here with us to be able to go through the process. I mean, what we're seeing today is really good. And I believe as the arts sector, as Tevere Arts Foundation, as emerging artists, we really appreciate the platform that you've provided for us. What we would want to know is how do we come up with this kind of, what did it take for you as the British Council Uganda to put up this kind of platform and to bridge that gap between the emerging artists and the British Council of Uganda? And also, could you share with us maybe what we can do to expand our client engagement? Because yes, we have these artists that have come through, and we want to have a bigger number next time, maybe next year, maybe tomorrow. What suggestions does the British Council of Uganda or you yourself have that can help us expand on the engagement and the participation?
Yeah, definitely. And for me, what's really important is this ties to the role that I do at the British Council, which is to listen to the creatives, listen to what the sector is asking for, advocate for creative and collaborative initiatives. Like the Showcase program is one of those examples where we've advocated for creatives to come together and create collaborative communities which inspire innovation. I've been to the booth, quite innovative experience for myself. So as the British Council, we really want to say that we're creating these collaborative communities where different creatives can work together, can share knowledge, but at the end of the day, build an enterprise through their different works. So for me, my role here at the British Council really entails to listen to the sector, pay attention to what's happening, and most importantly for us at the British Council is that most of our work is underpinned by research. So coming up with a program like the Showcase was out of a research that we've conducted, and it really looked at the need for space. There was no space around the city where artists could showcase, access new audiences. And the British Council has quite a big network of different audiences. So it was really easy for us to come up with this idea, but again, responding to the needs of the sector and also just advocating for that collaboration between different creatives.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we are really grateful for the platform that you've provided. So, as from what we have seen today, I mean, participation, utilization. Artists have come up, they've shown up, they've done their work. We don't know exactly what your expectations were or what your objectives were as the British Council of Uganda, but are there any suggestions you'd like to, put across in the next preparations, maybe to improve the delivery, or is this really okay for you?
Yeah, maybe I'll speak to first to the objective of us putting together this event. And for me, it's the overall picture at the end of the day. We want to build a community of creatives, which is very key for this sector here in Uganda. So the Showcase program is us connecting these different artists, having them in one space to share the different experiences. Some of them are similar in one or the other, so just having that opportunity to relate with an artist and share your experience is very key. So building communities for me is the big thing that I was thinking about when we're coming up with this program. But again, to your other question, I think what we really need to do going forward is see that we engage wider audiences, reach out to people outside our networks, and also just tap into our partner networks. It's good we've worked with Tebere, you're here, but there are also more artists or creatives outside there that can make use of this opportunity. So a big learning for us here is tap into partner networks and see how we can build this community of creatives together.
All right, that is very important. Thank you so much. I think community, as he has mentioned, is something very vital. And now we know that this is an innovation. Creating this platform alone is an innovation. Now with the artists, I mean, they have experiences. We don't want them to go and forget about what has happened. You know, we want them to still be able to tap onto the benefits of the British Council of Uganda. So do you have any other projects, innovations that you feel our emerging artists can look up to or look forward to rather? Or even, I mean, Tebere Foundation, Tebere Arts Foundation, do you have any projects in the pipeline or, I mean, what can we expect or how can we remain helping each other, for lack of a better word?
Just at the beginning of this year, the British Council launched the Festival Connect program, an initiative to support new and already existing festivals to collaborate and work within the spaces here in Africa. And I think that's one of the platforms that we're really looking at supporting in terms of engagement with the sector. COVID really was disruptive to the festival space, and as the British Council, we're proud that we are doing work again in the festival space. So that's one of the avenues that we can engage with our different partners. But also, most importantly, we're running work under our Fashion DNA program, where we take fashion designers through an incubator accelerator program. And there's an aspect of pop-up opportunities where we shall be inviting different fashion designers, different people in the sector to come and witness some of the showcase opportunities that are there within the CDNA program. But also we do have work in the visual arts. Just tomorrow we are launching one of the works with a partner at Zenson Art Space. So there are very many opportunities that we can engage and have creatives hook into our programs. And most importantly, the British Council work is done in partnership with delivery partners. So there's always that opportunity where we interact or interface with different creatives to ensure that our programs are delivered and also reach to a wider audience.
Thank you so much. The vigor, the consistency, the innovation. I mean, I think you're listening to what Janani is saying. The British Council of Uganda is doing everything it can to keep those engagements and that cultural communication and those opportunities available. So it's up to us as emerging artists to take advantage. And I've kept saying that through the different interviews. The opportunities are there. It's us to take advantage of these opportunities. And many of them are really free and available to us. So we have to take advantage of them. So from your view of today's, what is going on right now, where do you think our biggest challenge is as emerging artists? Where do you, I mean, I think you've made your observations.
Yeah.
Where do you think we can improve or we need to improve? And if you could just identify one major challenge.
I think one of the, not even major, I'd call it a bigger challenge that we experience in the sector is creatives working in silos. And this connects to the point where I was saying that we need to create these creative and collaborative communities. So once we're able to unlock that blockage of people working in silos, creatives working independently, then I think would have gone a step further in building the CCI's sectors in Uganda. But also at the end of the day, as creatives, we need to earn a living out of our work. So the more innovative we are, the more collaborative we are, at the end of the day, we get a livelihood out of the craft that we love doing. So I would really like to encourage creatives to be collaborative, be open to opportunities, and also just tap into different networks that may be new to your already existing networks to build your craft and also to expand the scope of work that you're doing, to create visibility for your different projects or programs that you're running. Yeah.
Thank you. And you're actually right, because there's that saying, no man is an island.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've heard that come up over and over again, even from the artists themselves, that there's that very big challenge of not wanting to lift ourselves together. Yeah. So I do hope, and for those who are watching, I hope that as artists we're registering that it's not just a conversation, we need to work on it, because again, no man is an island. So finally, I'm going to conclude with Tebere Arts Foundation and the British Council of Uganda. Do we see any prospects ahead? We've done this amazing work together. We have been able to assist each other.
Yeah.
Can we expect more? I mean, you may not be out to share, but
we've we're happy with our partnership with Tebere that goes way back. I think from 2019 we've done various projects here and there, and Tebere is one of our strong partners in the space of theatre and also festivals. So we're looking out for different opportunities that we can work together on going forward, but also see how best we can contribute to what you're doing and ensure that the theatre space remains vibrant, and also people come and immerse themselves in the different activities that Tebere has. I would also like just to add my voice to what you said. Being innovative is something that we need to really embrace. And if our listeners or viewers haven't been to the innovation booth at Tebere, please make time either tomorrow, Friday, and come in and listen and have a look at the work that's there that Tebere has put together. Really exciting piece of work. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Janan, once again, thank you for giving us your time, and thank you for all the insights. We've taken that to court. It's very important. Community is very important. You have spoke a lot about working together. Together is very important, and I think as artists we need to again register that. If you haven't been here, if you have not heard about what is happening today, that is the audio story listening party, it's time you participate. And we have those artists that are seated at home that are crying that there are no opportunities, or your friends are utilizing these opportunities, and like you say, they don't want to include you. This is an opportunity. The talent is there, the opportunities are there. We strongly encourage you. We strongly encourage you to participate. You could probably give us a last word, or maybe we have those young people that that need to be motivated, in all honesty, because the arts sector still isn't fully embraced. So there are some people who really have the skill, but they are not proud to come out, and for so many reasons, the societies, the backgrounds, just so many reasons. What is your final say on these young artists participating in these kinds of avenues, or choosing to just continue in completely different paths? How would you encourage them?
I think my key word here would be there is so much potential in the creative sector. And if you look at economies that are developed like the UK, you'd compare how much the creative sector has contributed to the GDP of a country like the UK. So taking that, I don't have the stats offhand, but taking that off the UK and looking at, we are a young population here in Uganda and Africa, and just tapping into that raw talent, I think for me is something that we shouldn't take for granted, but also looking at the unemployment rates in the country, the skyrocketing at a quick speed, and our creative sector has that potential to absorb most of our young people. I've interacted with creatives who have left their accounting jobs, professional jobs, to work in the creative sector. So there is the potential in there, but I think for us as cultural organizations and people who work in the cultural sector, we really need to demonstrate that whatever art form people are doing, it's of value. It's a professional, someone can take it as a professional career choice, but also most importantly, they can have a livelihood out of it. So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much. And this brings us to a conclusion. He has made a very important point. We need to also set an example as key players in the art and culture sector. We need to set an example so that when the young emerging artists are being told that art is for lack of a better word, for losers, they have backup, they have people to look up to, so that it doesn't sound like it's a theoretical story. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you for having me.
Good day, and yeah, we look forward to a lot of work alongside Tebere Arts Foundation.
Absolutely, and thank you for having me, and thank you for spending your day with us here at the British Council.
Thank you.
Thank you.